Hello, my 13 unique viewers. Towers are great. They can be standalone structures or part of a bigger structure like a castle. This video, I'm not going to really show a block for block method of building towers. I'm showing the general ways to make your tower look great and be great. And we're starting right now. All structures begin with a base of some kind. It could be circular, squarish, triangular, anything you like. Just keep in mind that the entire weight of the tower is supported by its base, so an upside down pyramid won't really do. It will look like your tower is kind of floating. Since the base of your tower is so close to the ground and supporting so much weight, the base could be cracked and worn down. So you could use cobblestone instead of stone bricks, for example. You can also illustrate mosses growing up the base of the tower with mossy bricks and mossy cobble if you really like to. It's really up to your preferences when it comes to building the base of your tower. I'm using grey terracotta as a kind of supporting material for the stones of my tower's base, and having that ring of stairs to make the bottom wider, giving my tower a sense of structural integrity instead of it just looking like a tube upright on the ground. So remember, having the right shape and a wide base to your tower makes it look more sturdy, and using cracked or mossy blocks in the base will make it look like it's truly been bearing the whole weight of the tower above it. Moving up from the base of the tower, we have the tower's midsection. There are typically two ways you can continue building this part of the tower. The first way is by simply continuing up the structure of the same kind of blocks, so simply continuing the texture of the base upwards. However, this can make the wall look plain and flat throughout its height, so it's not capturing any attention. So a different method, which I'm using here, involves first separating the base and midsection with a ring of stone bricks, breaking up the monotony in the wall. Of course, it doesn't have to be stone bricks, depending on what kind of tower you're building. This draws a line between the base and the rest of the tower, and gives the tower wall a point of interest for eyes to lock onto. This divider of stone bricks has been left quite untextured because too much detail makes it blend into the stone and andesite around it. Another small detail for your tower is windows, or arrow holes. But for the sake of simplicity, I'm calling both windows. With your keen eye, you will have noticed that I'm using stairs to create slanted windows. These slanted cuts in tower and castle walls was very common back in the day of castle building. They would direct the light rays of the morning sun to shine downwards through the windows into the towers. Those were upward slopes, but my tower has downward slopes to shoot arrows through at imaginary players I wish I could have in my world. It's a nice simple detail depending on what kind of tower you want. Remember, adding a separating line of blocks between the sections of your tower turns the tower wall into chunks, which the eye can then individually admire. While the separating line directs the eye, the window captures it. Windows are a point of interest which you can customize all you want. Now that you have a nice base and midsection to your tower, we come to the tower roof. Tower roofs can be very diverse depending on their function. Cone-shaped tower roofs divert rain off the tops of towers, while defensive tower tops can have arrow holes and murder holes. Of course, there are other types of tower roofs like spires and bell houses, but cones and the iconic defensive tower tops are the two main kinds. Besides the shape of cone-shaped tower roofs, there's not a lot of little details your cone roofs can have, besides perhaps a window overhang or a sharpened top. So I'm going to be talking about the defensive tower roofs, which are all over the castles you've seen. Those iconic towers usually have one thing in common. Their tops overhang slightly from the wall. Bear with me, non-history lovers, but this architectural decision allowed archers along the tower top to fire directly down the side of the tower, while still staying behind a wall. As you can see here, I'm using a stair block instead of a full block to create an opening from the tower roof to fire directly down at attackers. I know some people won't really care about this, but these holes make your tower more historically accurate, but also makes them look great. Adding those small stone blocks along the tower roof side also gives them that crown shape. And voila! That's how to build a defensive tower roof. Oh, and one more thing. Feel free to just use slabs to add on to any parts of your towers that seem a bit short or not connected properly. So in this case, I'm using slabs to line the tops of these blocks, so it looks like the entire top wall is a solid piece. Tower roofs are definitely an interesting part of tower building. There are other roof designs you can copy, like these, but of course I can't show every kind of roof there is in a video. This video has been all about details and tips to build whatever tower you like. You can apply these on any tower you build. Tell me what kinds of towers you are building in the comment section below. I hope you've learned something from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!